You know that feeling when you snag a cheap portable charger for a weekend camping trip, only to discover it can't even keep your phone alive through a night of stargazing? I've seen a lot of those budget solar generators that look promising on the shelf but end up sitting in the back of the car, dead, after the first use. That hesitation wondering if you're about to waste money on something that won't actually deliver when you need it is exactly why I spent a few days digging through forums, comparing specs, and watching real-world demos before I even touched the GridCharge Store 3600p power station solar generator. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the problem this little box is trying to solve. In the world of portable power, you have three main concerns: how much energy you can store, how fast you can refill that storage, and what kinds of devices you can actually run. The 3600p is positioned as a phone-friendly, 100-watt solar generator, so it's clearly aimed at people who need a reliable source for smartphones, lights, maybe a small radio or a US-powered fan. If you're looking for a solution that can keep a laptop or a power tool humming for hours, you'll quickly realize this isn't the right tool. That distinction matters because the wrong expectations lead to the biggest buyer regret. What I found most useful while researching is the pattern of questions that keep coming up. Can I really run a mini fridge off this thing? How many solar panels do I need to charge it in a day? Is the inverter clean enough for sensitive electronics? People who are new to solar generators often assume a single panel will fill the tank in a few hours, only to discover that the charging rate is limited by the battery chemistry and the inverter's design. The 3600p, like many units in its class, is designed for slower, steady sun exposure rather than a quick boost. That means you'll need to plan your solar setup, usually a 100-watt panel or two smaller ones if you want a full recharge by evening. In practice, I tried the unit on a 2-day camping trip with a 100-watt foldable panel I already owned. The first night, I plugged the panel into the generator while the sun was still high, and by sunset the internal battery was at roughly 70%. That was enough to keep two phones, a Bluetooth speaker, and an LED lantern running through the night with plenty of juice left for the next morning. The real win here is the silent operation. Unlike a gas generator, there's no noise, no fumes, and no need to refuel. For families who value a peaceful campsite, that's a tangible benefit that you can't put a price tag on. Now, let's be honest about the downsides. The 100-watt inverter means you can't plug in anything that draws more than that, which rules out most coffee makers, hairdryers, or even a standard mini fridge that spikes above 100 watts when the compressor kicks in. The generator's charging speed from a solar panel is modest. Expect about 1015% charge per hour under ideal sunlight. If you're caught in overcast conditions, you'll be looking at a very slow top-up. Also, the unit's weight, while manageable for a car trunk, isn't something you'd want to lug around a backpack for a day hike. In short, it's a camp Bithycar solution rather than a backpacking power source. Who should consider buying this? If you're a weekend camper, a backyard barbecue host, or someone who lives in an area with occasional power outages, the 3600p gives you a dependable, low-maintenance backup for your essential electronics. It's also a good fit for DIYers who already have a small solar panel and just need a battery that can store that energy safely. For remote workers who need to keep a phone and a small router alive during a weekend off-grid, this could be the sweet spot between cost and capability. Who should skip it? Anyone who expects a universal power solution for hydro appliances, or who wants a lightweight option for multi-day hikes.